For more, we can cross to Berlin and speak to our correspondent there, Nick Spicer. Nick, tell us more about this debate. Were there any memorable exchanges?
It was a different debate. I mean, honestly, it was a bit mushy compared to the previous ones. There were 7 people on stage instead of the 3 front runners as in the previous debate. 2 of those people on stage are considered politically toxic from the extreme right and the extreme left, and the other parties have all ruled out forming a coalition with them. This isn't a first past the post system, so the people who are campaigning won't become the chancellor of Germany unless they form a coalition with the other parties. And I got the feeling really that they were almost exploring the other parties for a possible coalition, stealing some of their ideas. Everybody seemed to be for, of the 3 main parties, for more Europe, for staying in NATO, for a more formulated foreign policy. This was a debate that left the domestic issues to the side to a certain extent, as the candidates talked about, standing up to China more in the case of the Greens, and also having more defense autonomy in the case of Armin Laschet of the Christian Democratic Union. But, the leading tabloid here, Bild, said, give us a winner. There was no clear winner or knockout blow landed in this final debate.
And Nick, polls have shown the gap narrowing between the socialists and the conservatives, but can we trust those numbers?
The polls are by now at least 18 hours old. What you can say for sure is that the 3 main parties, the Christian Democratic Union, Angela Merkel's party, although she's leaving the stage, headed by Armin Laschet, the Social Democrats, led by Olaf Scholz, and the Greens by Annalena Baerbock. In the past 4 months, each of them has been the front runner. It's been a yo-yo of a race, and now it's a horse race with 2 main parties, the Social Democrats and the Christian Democratic Union, neck and neck. I think it's impossible really to forecast who's going to have the momentum and what's going to happen with the postal vote, which is significantly bigger than in previous votes, and how that may have played into what people said to opinion polls. What will happen Sunday is we'll have a result. There will very likely be a front runner, undoubtedly. And then there will begin weeks and months of coalition talks to establish a new kind of government, possibly with 3 parties. That looks increasingly likely. It would be a first in German history, which means it's going to be a lot harder to come up with a coalition deal. Angela Merkel will remain caretaker chancellor during that time. And then at the end of it, we'll know who, the new chancellor is and what the new shape of Germany will be. And Germany's international partners will just have to wait for that whole process to take place.
All right, Nick Spicer, thank you very much for that update from Berlin. We will, of course, be hearing much from Nick in the coming days.